now we're going to move on to Latin music. And there are basically three different genres of Latin music that you'll be addressing on big band charts. You're going to learn about Afro-Cuban music, which we're going to address later. And then the other big type of Latin music is going to be Brazilian music. Brazilian music covers bossa nova and samba. Samba is generally faster than bossa nova. And lots of the times your limbs are going to be doing the same thing, which we're going to address, and we're going to also address some of the differences. Now with bossa, which as I said is generally slower than samba, you're going to be doing eighth notes on a closed hi-hat. It's going to sound like that. And the bass drum is going to be an ostinato that sounds like this. And your bass drum is going to be doing that the whole time with your hi-hat on eighth notes. And then your snare drum is going to be playing a rhythm that's actually very similar to a clave, very similar to a 3/2 solo clave, and it's going to sound like this. It's going to sound like that. And it's also important, if you can't see, in order to use the butt end of the drumstick to turn it around, and that's how you're going to get the best sound. Now, moving on to samba, which is faster, you can do eighth notes on the closed hi-hat like I demonstrated before. You can also do eighth notes on the ride cymbal like this. With samba, it's also acceptable and actually generally preferred to do a straight spang-spang-lang rhythm. Just like that. Now the snare and the bass drum is doing the exact same rhythm that it did with bossa nova, which again sounded like this. So it's 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1, like that. Now the snare drum is actually doing a slightly different rhythm. This rhythm is called the partido alto rhythm, and it sounds like this. It sounds like that, and then you'll be using all of those elements when you play samba.